You know something's wrong. You can't think, you can't feel, you can't function. Everything that used to be easy, getting dressed, replying to a message, making dinner, now feels impossible. You're snapping at people for no reason. You forget what you're saying mid-sentence. You don't recognize yourself anymore. You keep asking, what happened to me? But there's no answer, just that heavy, constant fog. That's autistic burnout. It's not being tired, it's your entire system collapsing. Hi, I'm Chris from Auticate, and if you've been wondering why life suddenly feels unlivable, this might be why. Today, we're breaking down 7 signs you're in autistic burnout. And number 4, that's the one that convinces you it's all your fault. Let's start. Your energy's gone, but you're still faking it. You wake up feeling like a truck hit you, reversed, and ran you over again. And then you got pooped on by a bird. But you still drag yourself to work, smile through chit-chat, or nod at the pharmacy checkout line, pretending like you're not dying inside. That could be autistic burnout crushing your nervous system into little tiny pieces and then sprinkling confetti everywhere. And you're picking up the pieces and trying to put them together. Your brain's been running at 200% all the time. You're masking, dodging sensory chaos, surviving a world that wasn't built for your wiring, even with things that used to be easy. I once went to a dinner get-together with Debbie, and halfway through, I forgot how to chew. The chatting, the movement, the noises, I couldn't do it. So I sat there, staring at my plate like it was a puzzle. My brain and body unplugged with my mouth full of spaghetti. And I just froze there. Debbie leaned over and whispered,
"You have to chew and then swallow."
I'd still be sitting there with a mouthful of spaghetti. Debbie saved my life. If you're running on fumes but still pretending you're fine, you're headed on a train towards Burnout City. And that's really not a place you want to go. Sensory stuff hits like a freight train. That buzzing light you ignored last week, now it's a jackhammer in your skull. The neighbor's dog yapping might as well be a T-Rex in your living room. In burnout, your sensory filters are toast. Stuff you could handle like public transportation or your coworker's cheap cologne. Now those same things make you want to dig a 40-foot soundproof bunker in your backyard.
I think this is a good spot.
I had a mini meltdown at a coffee shop because the espresso machine sounded like it was plotting my demise. Why was I even there? So every sound, smell, or ray of sunlight hitting your face unexpectedly, when that feels like a sensory onslaught, that might be burnout waving a giant red flag. Socializing feels like a boss fight. You love your safe people, but right now, a 5-minute chat feels like slaying a dragon with a toothpick, or a dinosaur with a bobby pin, or a Siberian turkey with a turnip. That last shot didn't make any sense. Your social battery isn't just low, it's in the negative.
Dude, is that even possible?
When you're in burnout, anything is possible. You're ignoring texts and bailing on plans. Not because you're flaky, you just can't do it right now. I used to sit through friends' hangouts smiling so hard my face hurt. They'd be laughing, talking, passing chips around, and I'd be nodding, pretending to listen while my brain was quietly screaming.
I can't feel the left side of my face.
But you can't say that, right? You can't just blurt,
Guys, if one more person laughs or talks or breathes, I'm going to pee blood and 3/4 of my soul all over this carpet again.
So you keep smiling until you get home and collapse in silence, wondering why social life suddenly feels like a hostage situation. If that's you, burnout's draining your social battery faster than you can fake another smile. Your words just vanish like a bad magic trick. You're mid-sentence and poof, words gone. It's like your mind goes blank. And I'm not talking complex vocabulary. No, now you're blanking on basic vocabulary like spoon or deadline or bourbon. That's when you know it's serious. This is the burnout sign most people miss. And it's a nasty little curveball. Your brain's so overloaded, it's like,
Communication? Nah, we're on strike.
that's because during burnout, your brain is already not functioning well. You're experiencing cognitive decline. And sometimes that shows up as intense mental fog, more moments of being mentally stuck. And sometimes that's the disconnect between your brain and your mouth. Like you've never formed a phrase before or can't remember words you use all the time. I had a moment at work where I couldn't answer, "What's up?" Just stared like a deer in headlights while my brain went,
Words? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't use those anymore.
It's jarring for you. and confusing for everyone else. The worst is when someone says, "Dude, you just told me that yesterday." Yesterday my brain was at 20%, and today it's in negative numbers, like negative 1,000. If your language skills are ghosting you, don't sleep on this. It's burnout screaming for attention. Your brain's to-do list is holding you hostage. You've got 17 tasks to do. You wrote them all down, but now you're stuck staring at your list like it's written in Egyptian hieroglyphics. Or you might start something, like laundry, and freeze mid-fold like a glitching robot. This is especially true with multi-step tasks. On the best of days, it might be hard to start, but during burnout, if you get started, and that's a big if, it's not smooth sailing and takes at least 5 times longer to do than usual. This is executive dysfunction on overdrive. Burnout fries your brain's ability to plan or decide. So even brush your teeth feels like nuclear physics. During burnout, I spent 30 minutes debating whether to eat or shower first, then zoned out and didn't either. Debbie found me staring at a wall like it held the mysteries of the universe.
I wonder if they serve corn dogs in space.
So if choices paralyze you, or you're getting stuck during routine tasks way more than usual, it could be that burnout's got you in a chokehold. Your emotions are a wild roller coaster. 1 second, you're okay. The next, you're crying because your sock drawer isn't organized. Follow the system, people. Or you snap at someone you love over a misplaced fork. Then feel guilty for the next 5 hours. Or 5 weeks. I'm so sorry, Debbie. Burnout turns your emotional dial to maximum chaos. Autistic brains often feel things deeply, but in burnout, it's like someone broke off your volume knob or swapped it out with a flamethrower. I had a meltdown because I couldn't find the spatula. Then I got mad at Debbie for it, only to discover I had put it in a different drawer myself.
So sorry, Debbie.
So if your emotions are swinging like a wrecking ball way more than usual, that's probably burnout, not you overreacting. You don't feel like you anymore. Your passions, your spark, even your sense of self, it's like they've been sucked into a black hole. This is the scariest part of autistic burnout, feeling like a stranger in your own skin. Times where you might feel like you're on the outside observing yourself. Or weeks when your special interests, that thing that always brings joy, it just doesn't. I had a point where I didn't even care about sharks or design. My brain was like, who even are we? It was terrifying. You kind of feel like an empty shell of yourself, and you know your brain isn't working right. And years of masking and pushing through will do that to you. It leaves you feeling hollow, like you've lost the real you. If you feel like you're fading away and burnout stealing your soul, it's time to fight back. Or gently ease yourself back, because that's the reality. You'll get there, but it takes time, patience, and re-understanding of what's going on and how to make things better. So how many of these signs hit you in the gut? Drop a number in the comments and tell us what you'd add to this list too. Autistic burnout isn't your fault. It's what happens when your neurodivergent brain's been running a marathon in a world built for sprinters. But you can take back control. Start with our free mini course. Is it autistic burnout? Links in the description. And if you want more, our burnout recovery course will give you the full playbook to rebuild your energy and rediscover you. Check them out below. Remember, you're not broken. You're autistic and just trying to survive a world that doesn't make sense for your brain or nervous system. Stick around here for more to learn about how to improve things for your unique brain.
And then swallow. One more time. Probably have to do it louder.